Yah, please fill me with the Ruach HaKodesh, that it may speak your written words with boldness to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name, amen. Start with the Shema, listen and obey. Children of Yah, pay careful attention and respond. Yahweh is our power and authority. Yahweh works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yahweh, your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Genesis 6 and 7. In time when men began multiplying in earth and daughters were born to them, the sons of God saw that the daughters of men were attractive, and they took wives for themselves, whomever they chose. Yahweh said, "My spirit will not live in human beings forever, for they too are flesh, therefore their lifespan is to be 120 years. The Nephilim, who were on earth in those days, and also afterwards, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bore them children, these were the ancient heroes, men of renown. Yahweh saw that the people on the earth were very wicked, that all the imaginings of their hearts were always of evil only. Yahweh regretted that he had made humankind on the earth. It grieved his heart. Yahweh said, I will wipe out humankind, whom I have created, from the whole earth, and not only human beings, but animals, creeping things, and birds of the air. For I regret that I ever made them. But Noah found grace in the sight of Yahweh." Here is the history of Noah. In his generation, Noah was a man of righteousness and wholehearted. Noah walked with God. Noah fathered 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. The earth was corrupt before God. The earth was filled with violence. God saw the earth, and yes, it was corrupt, for all living beings had corrupted their ways on the earth. God said to Noah, "The end of all living beings has come before me, for because of them the earth is filled with violence. I will destroy them along with the earth. Make yourself an ark of gopher wood. You are to make the ark with rooms and cover it with pitch, both outside and inside. Here is how you are to build it. The length of the ark is to be 450 feet. Its width, 75 feet. Its height, 45 feet. You are to make an opening for daylight in the ark 18 inches below its roof. Put a door in its side and build it with the lower, second, and third decks. Then I myself will bring the flood of water over the earth to destroy from under heaven every living thing that breathes. Everything on earth will be destroyed. But I will establish my covenant with you. You will come into the ark, you, your sons, your wife, and your sons' wives with you. From everything living, from each kind of living being, you are to bring 2 into the ark, to keep them alive with you. They are to be male and female, of each kind of bird, each kind of livestock, and each kind of animal creeping on the ground. 2 are to come to you, so that they can be kept alive. Also take from all the kinds of the food that are eaten, and collect it for yourself. It is to be food for you and for them. This is what Noah did. He did all that God ordered him to do. Yahweh said to Noah, "Come into the ark, you and all your household, for I have seen that you alone in this generation are righteous before me. Of every clean animal you are to take 7 couples. Of the animals that are not clean, 1 couple. Also of the birds in the air take 7 couples, in order to preserve their species throughout the earth. For in 7 more days I will cause it to rain on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. I will wipe out every living thing that I have made from the face of the earth. Noah did all that Yahweh ordered him to do. Noah was 600 years old when the water flooded the earth. Noah went into the ark with his sons, his wife, and his sons' wives because of the floodwaters. Of clean animals, of animals that are not clean, of birds and everything that creeps on the ground, couples, male and female, went into Noah in the ark, as God had ordered Noah. After 7 days, the water flooded the earth. On the 17th day of the second month of the 600th year of Noah's life, all the fountains of the great deep were broken up, and the windows of the sky were opened. It rained on the earth 40 days and 40 nights. On that same day, Noah entered the ark with Shem, Ham, and Japheth, the sons of Noah. Noah's wife and the 3 wives of his sons accompanying them. They and every animal and every species, all the livestock of every species, every animal that creeps on the ground and every species, and every bird of every species, all sorts of winged creatures. They went into Noah in the ark, couples from every kind of living things that breathes. Those that entered went in, male and female, from every kind of living being as God had ordered him, and Yahweh shut him inside. The flood was 40 days on the earth. The water grew higher and flooded the ark, and floated the ark, so that it was lifted up off the earth. The water overflowed the earth and grew deeper, until the ark floated on the surface of the water. The water overpowered the earth mightily. All the high mountains under the entire sky were covered. The water covered the mountains by more than 22.5 feet. All living beings that moved on the earth perished. Birds, livestock, other animals, insects, and every human being. Everything in whose nostrils was the breath of the Spirit of life. Whatever was on dry land died. He wiped out every living thing on the surface of the ground, not only human beings, but livestock, creeping animals, and birds in the air. They were wiped out from the earth. Only Noah was left, along with those who were with him in the ark. The water held power over the earth for 150 days. End with the Aaronic blessing. Yahweh will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yahweh will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yahweh will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Amen. Shabbat Shalom.